Today is the 3rd of November 2020. Will Berlinghoff is the voice of cosmic awareness and Callista is energizer and questioner. Awareness, do you have a message for today, please?
That there is indeed a message for today, a message that is important to the event that is scheduled to happen tomorrow. This, of course, being the election for president in the United States of America. That there is seen by this awareness that there is the energy available for Donald Trump to have indeed a landslide victory. And this is even known by those who you would call the Democrats, and that they have plans for actions to take place after the election, civil unrest, riots, and other events such as this. But that which is the message from this awareness is not so much about predicting a victory for Donald Trump. It is rather a message about seeing the importance of this event in human history and how, as this awareness said in a recent public message, that this is a turning point. But what is of extreme importance to this event and the individual experiencing this event is that each individual, although they are viewing the event on the TV, over the internet, or however they may be following the election results, not to focus only on the results of Donald Trump being reelected, but rather how will this impact you? How will this affect you? That over the last several months and more recently the last several weeks, events have been escalating. There is information that is now available, although it is not taken by the social media or the mainstream media, of the implication of corruption against Joe Biden. That this will not come out, of course, before the election. But it is seen that if Donald Trump and when Donald Trump has a victory, unless it is snatched from him through political shenanigans, that there will come a course of actions that will deal with the many who were the corrupt ones, the ones that spied on him, the ones that tried to impeach him, that these ones will be arrested. This is coming, but so is the social unrest. Again, what this awareness wishes to say here is not so much about these types of events that may happen as those who are disgruntled try to snatch some type of victory out of the chaos that will ensue in the next days, weeks, even months. It is a message to each individual to remember that you are the one that is creating your reality. And while it is so easy to be distracted by the events as they're being reported and played out, if you are one who is starting to understand the significance of your own capability as a sovereign being, as a creator being, that you will look not just at the events, but beyond them, and call into your life, and call into the life of you and the families that you are part of, that energy that despite the chaos, that you will come through this swimmingly, that you will come to a point where that which is the chaos is not that which affects you personally. Therefore, it can be this event, this election, a turning point for each of you as individuals to realize your own capacity and your own power to be autonomous, to be sovereign, to be creator beings. As you energize your own personal future, a future that lies in the direction of the will of the divine source itself, for divine source is involved in this matter. Divine source is ready at this time to bring in sweeping changes. all based on that which is the event of the election and its ramifications down the road. As a turning point of personal significance, it is important to remember that as you tie into the fabrication of the events that are happening, it is you yourself who has the capacity to say no, to just say no, to completely focus on a reality of your own experience where that which has been the way of it for so long no longer is the way of it. Rather, it is the new way that is dawning, and that it is of significance that this is an event that is happening just when Mercury goes direct again, when the energies are available for that day to ensure that the victory that is there ahead for the one known as Donald Trump indeed falls into place. For it is your reality as well. And holding this to be so for yourself, knowing that this is the turning point, knowing from this moment on, nothing will be the same anymore, is that which will create for you in your own personal experience, that experience of a renewal of the journey of life, the way of spirit, back to the light, out of the deep pits of the darkness that humanity has fallen into over the last decades and centuries. Here you are then at the threshold point. Here you are then at a time of the greatest significance possible for humanity itself. And you, as an individual in the collective, have the power and the capacity to see in your own life that which you know is the way of the divine, the way of spirit. Here you are then on the threshold. The climb up the hill has been long and tedious, but you have reached the summit, and now you are going to go down the other side. As you go down that incline, as you move forward in time and space with those events that are unfolding, it is indeed the greatest opportunity to create for yourselves the reality that is in coordination and conjunction to that which is the will of the divine source itself. As individuals, never forget your great power and your great capacity as creator beings to be here now, to be in this reality of your making. That which is the collective around you may experience upheaval, but the true trick, if you will, is not to fall into the chaos of others, not to believe that which are the lies and insinuations of those who are so desperate they will do anything almost to get back that which they have lost. But they have lost the power. The masses are awakening now, and they will speak with a strong voice tomorrow, November the 3rd. And it is your chance as the individual to find within yourself the power of your own being, the power of your own greatness, to see what is happening, but to go through it and to understand that this is that which is your right, your birthright, to create the reality of the essence of the divine itself at this very monumental and critical point. And go bravely into the bright future that awaits you. Know that nothing will be quite the same after tomorrow, November the 3rd. And then see how it is that you as an individual have a capacity to create your own reality. And so it is. And that this awareness is complete with its opening message.